So how we do this, we read the thing, we guess if they are the asshole, we read the story and see if they are the asshole. They mostly, well, I don't know. I'm noticing just on average, like for the most part, not really. Our first one is, am I the asshole for not handing over my wedding dress to my daughter since it would need to be altered? That's weird. I don't know. It's giving. Mm, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. I feel like I'm wrong though. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Probably the asshole. I don't know. We'll see. I have a very nice wedding dress, which my own mother made for me, so I have a big attachment to it, especially since my mom passed away. I personally do not sew, never was good at it. I have two daughters. One of them has always loved my dress. She is going to get married next year. She asked me if she could use my dress. My daughter will not fit into the dress. It would need to be upsized multiple times. This basically would be cutting the dress up and adding panels. It wouldn't be the same dress. I told her no. This caused a huge argument. She's pissed I won't allow her to upsize the dress and I am leaving it to rot. I told her my decision was final and I don't want my dress to turn into a new dress. She thinks I'm a huge jerk. There are a few things I don't like with this. I can understand having that special sentiment with it. It's just, yeah, that's the part I don't like. She's totally calling her daughter fat. that's that's the part I'm like, the way that was worded and everything. I don't know. I feel like the mom is in her right to like not want to do that, but I don't know. I just feel like she would have just. I feel like she was not nice about it, but she's being a dick about it. Yeah, yeah, she is. Yeah, that I agree. Not the asshole, but she's being a dick. Would OP's daughter make it such a huge argument? Because OP's daughter has encapsulated the idea of that dress into her fantasy of her wedding her whole life. For you and I, it's very easy to understand OP's stance rationally, but not for her daughter. Like, especially if she's talking so highly about it, I can understand like that daughter's like being like that. I agree. Not the asshole, but not a cool way to go about it. Would I be the asshole if I kicked my girlfriend's mother out of my house? Yes? I feel like I'm also wrong on that one. I, 27 male, and my girlfriend, 24 female, live together. However, with that, her mother, 57 female, lives with us. Essentially, her mom was evicted from their apartment a few days after my girlfriend moved in with me. Since then, it has been utter hell. Essentially, the mom does a few chores but does not work, has not applied for jobs or anything, so she is essentially a leech. And my girlfriend has been kind of the same. She has a few jobs but doesn't do any chores or anything really. I provide for everything and everyone and pay all the bills and for dinners, outings, etc. How are you paying for all the bills if she's also working a lot of jobs? I feel I would be the asshole here because she would be homeless and on the street, and my girl is considering going with her if that happened. But I also have no qualms on ending the relationship if she did choose to move out. Also, so you already have your answer, dude. You already have your answer. You are resenting her in this post right off the bat. It's just, it's probably for the best. It isn't cool. Dude should just, like, literally, like, I don't know, the tone, I don't know. Maybe am I reading too into it? Probably, but like he said the mom does the chores. The mom does a few chores but does not work. And then the daughter has been working. She has a few jobs but doesn't do any chores or anything really. It sounds like mom's got it covered. I provide for everything and everyone and pay all the bills and for dinners, outings, etc. It's not the math ain't mathin'. Yeah, just get out of the relationship, honestly, because mm-mm. Mm-mm. Low-key sounds like they're taking advantage of him. I just don't know. It's the way that he's like talking about it is just why I'm not fully convinced. Like I can understand how he like feels this way and everything, which is yeah, being taken advantage is never good, you know. But if like the way that he's just talking about her, I think they just need to end it. I just feel like there's not enough info, but I do like with this like with some of this information, yeah, I don't think you are the asshole. The way you're talking about her is kind of yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say not the asshole, but there's not a lot of info, but simply by the way he's talking about her, then the relationship isn't no, yeah, the way that the message is being read, like he wrote it out, that relationship is over. All right. This one is, am I the asshole for refusing to give any of the money my late father gave me before his death to his widow and other children? No? Lucy, no. I, 33 male, was estranged from my father for over a decade. Damn. It had been a very long time coming, and I did finally decide to become estranged at 20. I had already moved out when I was 17, and I had made sure to limit my contact with my father before ending all ties between us. A lot of this had to do with the decisions he made while my mom was terminally ill and after her death. This ranged from trying to sleep with mom's sister while mom was still alive, what? To yelling at my mom while she was sick for being so sick, to burning several family photos of us in the days after mom died. What the fuck? He also sold my mom's easel, which she had most of her life, and was sentimentally valuable to not just me, but my aunts and uncles too. I was 13 at the time. My dad ended up damaging a lot of mom's stuff when he met his second wife and moved her in. I can't. To move her in, he moved my mom out. In the process, a lot of harm came to mom's things. My aunts and uncles took them and stored them, and we went through them when I was 20. I was completely no contact with my dad until his death almost a year ago. Even when I was informed he had transferred a lot of money over to me and had put my name on the deed of the family vacation home, he and my mom had owed prior to her death. That was the biggest chunk of everything he owed. He never told his wife, now widow. He also didn't own the house that they were living in and that we had all lived in prior. It was his friend's house. I was never sure how it worked, but he never paid for it while I was living there 3 years for me. After he died, a letter was sent to me where he told me he had given me all of that, so it was mine outright, and because he wanted to make up for his mistakes in a small way. His leaving me with so much meant there was basically nothing for his wife and the other children they had. Wow. Only what he had in joint accounts and no property. It was all legally binding. His widow attempted to sue for a fair share of my father's assets, but her case did not go far because it had been handled prior to his passing and was 100% legally mine. I didn't go to the funeral or anything, so I was surprised to hear from her, and I still don't know where she got contact info for me, or my father for that matter. She told me I should be looking after my family. No. I can't. This is really sad. She told me I should be looking after my family and I should want better for the children she and my father shared at least. No offense, I don't think this is business. After, to go with no contact. She made it clear she expected me to want a relationship. What in the audacity? I told her I did not, and I did not consider her children my family, because her late husband stopped being my family a long time ago. It's fucking right. She said it wasn't fair and I could be so cold to my flesh and blood and they got screwed over by their father and then by me. That's not OP's responsibility. That was all the fucking dad, dude. She said I owed them something. No, you don't. Like, no. Get your head out of your butt. I told her I did it. I ended the call and blocked her, but she reached out to me through social media and called me selfish and cruel and how I had no morals. The feeling that you are no morals. Got him. What a, oh my god, not the asshole. Your dad's an asshole. That whole like little stepmother, wicked witch stepmother. Yeah, assholes. Huh? The audacity. Oh my god, it's not OP's fault that the dad was just shitty through and through. Damn, that sucks for stepmother and those kids. Those kids didn't have a choice. Like that is unfortunate, and hopefully they're like able to like, I don't know, figure it out. But it's not OP's responsibility, TBH. Am I the asshole for not giving up my spot in the bathroom line for small children? No. No? Okay, let's see. The other day, I, 33 female, went to the farmer's market at a local park. I have a very weak bladder, so as soon as I felt like I might have to go, I went to the bathroom, which had an extremely long line. By the time I made it so I'd be up next, I really had to go. It was an emergency. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a mom and her two small children, probably ranging from 2 to 4, squeezing past everyone to get to the front of the line. As she comes up to me, I stall open and it's my turn. She tries to get my attention to skip me, but I ignore her and go do my business, barely making it. When I come out and wash my hands, she comes out the next stall and gives me dirty looks and makes a show of having her kids thank the ladies who let her skip the line, causing other people to give me dirty looks. My brother took my side, but one of my friends said that I could have used the empty men's restroom if it's that bad of an emergency for me. So could they. What? Like mother's there with them, mommy dearest is with them. I don't know. I mean, I'm also not a parent, and as I always say, and I'm never going to put myself in that situation, knock on wood. Um, but I mean, you can't control when your kids need to use the restroom, and they probably are telling you a little too late too. But I just don't think it's. I think it's a little weird that you were like, you didn't let me skip the line because my kids had to go. Like, your kids aren't my responsibility. No offense. Like, and especially if you're about to fucking piss your pants, it's not as weird as a child pissing their pants compared to an adult. It doesn't sound like there was going to be any wins. Not the asshole. There's no great social exception to give priority to young children in this situation, and insofar as anyone might expect that of you, the reason is that children have worse bladder control and are more prone to accidents than adults. When you're in exactly the same spot in terms of urgency as the kids, then whatever minimal obligation you might arguably have had no longer exists. It's just, I don't like how the mom just tried to make her feel bad about it. I'm gonna say not the asshole. I'm gonna say not the asshole. I am the parent of a potty training 3-year-old, and I have had folks be really, really kind in the bathroom lines. I have never asked, but folks will often just offer to let us go ahead, and I also basically just avoid places with long bathroom lines as much as possible when we were at the stage where my kid was really unable to hold it for a few minutes. But the fact of it is what's way more socially acceptable and less upsetting for a toddler to pee or poop themselves in public than an adult, and I, as the parent, have at least one full change of clothes and cleanup materials in my bag at all times. I would never ever want an adult to piss themselves so my kid could use the potty. I feel like that should be a normal thought.